Ingram looks, who's also returning from suspension. He looks fine. I'm sure he stayed in good shape. It's not like he was a castaway on an island. Maybe not, but you heard Bill, you can, what do you say, run around the track and do as many sit-ups as you want. It's not the same thing. So anyway, these guys coming back, all who've served 4-game suspensions. The power rankings are out. They come out every Tuesday on ESPN.com. There's usually some movement given what happened over the weekend. Let's talk about the biggest winners, shall we? The upside here, I'm sure, it's got to be the Bears, and they are up to what, the
10th spot.
10th spot. And then the Titans with the big win, the overtime win at number 12. Gentlemen.
You want to first, D-Wood?
I mean, don't all jump at once.
Go ahead.
Coach, you want to?
I'll go with the Bears.
You're headed.
All right. Yeah, Chicago is, as far as points, and points are what win games in this league. They're 8th on offense right now. They went from 18th to 8th with that 48-point, 6-touchdown game with Mitch Trubisky. They're tough on defense. They're ranked 3rd in the league as far, or tied for 3rd in the league as far as points against. So obviously they should be rising in that division.
Coach, are you buying Mitchell Trubisky at this point? The sample size is still relatively small. No, just a quarter of the way through.
I think he took a major step. You know, it was a guy that we talked about earlier about will improve in Matt Nagy's offense. It is new. There's a lot of new people in the offense. Great showing on Sunday. It'll be a good week for a bye, and we'll see how they come out of the bye. 4
games in, heading into the bye field, do you buy the Bears?
I do buy the Bears for a lot of the reasons the coach outlined. You can get after the quarterback. That's sustainable. And on offense, they don't need to be 6 touchdowns in 1 half by Mitch Trubisky. You just need to be steadily improving, which he has. I wanted to turn my attention, though, to the team number 12 on this list, the Tennessee Titans. Now, there's some evidence to suggest that when you win a game 9-6, a game of field goals, and then follow that up by winning a game in thrilling fashion in overtime, that, yes, you know, those kind of games can often be a coin flip. But I'm so in favor of the culture that Mike Vrabel and GM John Robinson have already created in Nashville. Those players on that roster, 1 through 53, and the 10 more on the practice squad, believe in each other. It's not quantifiable per se, but I think something special is brewing in Nashville. Maybe they eventually level off this season. And Jacksonville is really good in this division, and maybe Houston makes a push as well. But the Tennessee Titans have something good going, and we continue to see, even if it's incremental, a little bit of progress from Marcus Mariota.
Look at that head coach, D, right? That guy, that Mike Vrabel guy?
Yeah, he's a pretty good cat.
You know who he is.
You know, I actually got my eye on the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
How often have we've seen this team been at the number 32 spot for a couple
them,
years?
By the way, it is good for them.
The Cleveland Browns, and shout out to the Cleveland Browns, even though they're coming off a tough loss against the Oakland Raiders. This is a team that when you see them on the schedule, they're for real. Like, they are for real. This is a team with Baker Mayfield at quarterback. They have pieces on offense. They're energized offensively, and Greg Williams is defensive coordinator. They're going to be a tough out every week.
All right, a team that has shifted gears, to say the least, and now they're going to shift quarterbacks too, which we knew would happen. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the leash, it turned out, was quite short. Fitzmagic it looks like, run its course. Jameis Winston now will start. They'll have a bye week, then Winston will start when they come back against the Falcons. Are they going to move up or down, Field?
I think they're going to be about, 20 is about where they're going to be for the course of the season. You know, the hard part here for Tampa Bay is that they're chemically imbalanced in 2 ways. First of all, they cannot defend anybody. We know that much, and they couldn't do that in the first 2 weeks, certainly not in week 1 when they allowed 40 points to the Saints. But they're also imbalanced on offense in this regard. They can't run the football. I get it. You don't need to have the run be effective to set up the pass, but I'm just telling you, when you become predictable on offense, it makes you, incrementally more or slightly more difficult or more easier to defend, I should say. So I think those 2 reasons have me a little bit concerned about Tampa Bay. I think they're slotted about appropriately for the rest of the season.
Coach, I think it was clear that, Winston was the future, the franchise quarterback, but were you surprised they made the switch back so quickly?
Well, not really, because the way the game was going, it was really out of hand very early in that game. It was a tough spot, and I think Dirk Cutter even said that, even to Winston, was, he didn't get all the starting reps all week. Fitz did. To throw him in like that was really tough on Winston. But at the end of the day, I think it'll help going into their bye week.
Jamie, as long as you don't go back and forth at this point, because that would get tricky, I would think. I mean, does the locker room buy in? They say, okay, Fitzpatrick got it. Because I think he's a pretty popular guy in that locker room. The team okay with this, or will they be okay with this if it's managed?
They'll be okay with it.
If they win, I guess.
I always say win is the ultimate deodorant. If you don't win, then that's when you're going to start hearing a lot of chirping going on anonymous players or some of those type of things that may come from.
You mean like the Ryder Cup fallout that we're already the inevitable Ryder Cup?
Here's a team that I think can move up into this top 4 group.
Yeah, this
is the Baltimore Ravens.
They were a surprise for me so far. You guys?
If there's a team, Baltimore, they got basically all new weapons offensively. Joe Flacco motivated, and guess what? Just big picture. If there's one team that's not afraid to go into Foxborough, the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, listen, it's too simplistic to point to that draft and say it might have been the best thing to ever happen to Joe Flacco, but I swear it sort of seems like it in some ways.
The proverbial lighting of fire under a player.
It happens to all of us.
One team that I think has a chance to ascend into the top 10 in short order, and we talked about them a little bit earlier, is the Atlanta Falcons. Now, defensively, they have been plagued by injuries so far. After coming out of preseason incredibly scot-free, injury-free, it was just a clean slate for them, and obviously Keanu Neal, Deion Jones, Ricardo Allen, Devontae Freeman in offense, Andy Levitre in offense. So many key injuries, but with this much offensive artillery and a defense that I do think will find its way. It's a defensive-minded head coach in Dan Quinn. It's a system that has sort of turned out players out of nowhere. I think Atlanta, soon enough, could be a team that sort of ascends right here into this top 10, one of these far two left columns. Too much talent there. Top to bottom, Atlanta is really good and deep.
All right, Damian, we talked about the top. You look down there at the bottom, there's some teams that might need a little talking to. No?
Wendy, I'm in a New York state of mind. And with that being the case, we're going to need a whole segment for me to get all this stuff off my chest. So,
all right, we're going to do a little dumpster
Coach, this is your first taste, Coach, so let's get ready.
Buckle up, Coach. The fire is burning when we come back with Damian Woody.